Dosers, wake up. It's Monday morning.
I love it.
Coming at you Monday morning style. New week, new opportunity. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the My Home Group Daily Dose. This is Jereme Kleven here. Joined by the Magic Man, Mr. Mark Hutchins.
Yes.
And the beast behind the glass, Mr. Byron Filson. Gents.
Hi.
Happy Monday. For us.
Happy Monday.
It's a new week and a new opportunity. Like I said, it's time to get up and get it. We got another special guest in the house, man. We're incredibly fortunate to be joined by just rock star after rock star, man. You fit the bill, my man. Mr. Alan-Kushmakov. Round of applause.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Gentlemen, how are you today?
Fantastic. Thanks for coming and
Nice
thanks for taking the
having
time
you.
to do
Thanks
this.
for having me in. I appreciate it.
We know you're a very busy guy. We see the production now. We love having you here.
Yeah,
in the home
we
group,
definitely
so we
do.
definitely see it. Like I was telling you, my right finger, I think Jeremy's right finger is getting arthritis from all the clicks to proving your files.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta find more fingers for Jeremy.
I know. I need to find a managing broker or somebody to reprove all these Alan-Kushmakov files.
Yeah, we got to fire Jeremy and replace him.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful thing.
Not a firing, replacing.
Yeah,
Right.
replacing.
It is
It's a beautiful thing. You guys have built a tremendous business. First and foremost, it's an honor to join forces with you in terms of having you with my home group. I know you switched over from another brokerage here in town. All due respect to them, as when you left them as the number 4 agent with the brokerage at that time, right?
Right.
He was.
And I don't want to name any names, but they had approximately 5,000 agents or so. I don't know if
Well, that just gives you a good idea of number one of how well you did. I mean,
5,000 agents or 5,000 numbers?
There you go. With all due respect,
with
of
all
course.
due respect, with all due respect,
All due
you're good.
respect.
Yeah, and then you're good.
Yeah.
So it is an honor to have you in there do that. And as Jeremy said, for us, it's surrounding ourselves with just amazing all-stars like you, continuing to raise the IQ of the brokerage and talk about your business. So let's dive in and kind of give some insight to your world. Maybe kind of give us a story of, what's your background, how long you've been in real estate. I believe you were somewhere before you got to this business, because it's just nice to have the story. So, start where you'd like to start.
Yeah. So, again, thanks you guys. Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely.
It's really an honor. I got into this business about 3 years ago in 2013, actually. In January, I got my license.
Wow.
And before that, I ran and I operated a luxury transportation company here in the valley called Four Seasons Limousines.
Yeah.
So
Did you really?
Yeah.
God,
So,
I know that.
I know
That's
you used to be
awesome.
my client at one
Yeah,
point.
I'm sure he did.
To get you out of trouble from the client.
Yeah. Until Uber came along.
Yeah.
Until Uber came along,
Uber
right?
came
Right.
along, yeah.
So had a successful company in 2003. In fact, we started with only 2 vehicles, and by 2007 we had 21 cars in our
Holy
fleet.
cow.
41 employees, full-time and part-time drivers, and did close to $2 million in revenue. And then, as you know, the bottom just fell out, 2008, 2009, and
Luxuries tend to go away.
luxury, a lot of retail business. We had about 60% of our business was retail. A lot of anniversaries, bachelorette parties, proms. Mark was celebrating, refis and
Sweet
lines
16.
of credits every month.
I love being the target on this show. It's just fantastic. At least, yeah. Keep it. I love it. This is great.
And it's just kind of dried out, unfortunately. So we had to make some very tough decisions. Among them was, letting go a lot of people, and a few cars we had to, give it away to the bank, and kind of really have to shift and pivot our model from a retail to more, business travel of the industry. So we rebounded in 2009, 2010, 2011. About 95% of our business was business travel, business meetings, conventions, conferences. And in 2012, I sold the company. And for about 6 months or so, I wasn't quite sure what I'm going to be, kind of doing. And one day at the dinner table, my wife and I were just sitting and kind of brainstorming in terms of what to do next. And she said, "Why don't you do real estate?" And I said, "Real estate?" She's like, "Yeah, why don't you do real estate?" I was like, "Are you kidding me? My brother's been in real estate for about 10 years. My sister at one point was a realtor. Two of my friends are real estate agents. I think everybody that I know used to be or want to
At
be
one
a
point was a realtor. Yeah.
And she's like, but you know what? You're going to run it as a business, right? You're not going to be like, any other realtor in terms of, just, kind of doing a few deals here and there. You're really going to run it as a business. So went to school, got my license, and joined a company out of Tempe. I'm not sure if you want to know the name or anything. For about 2 or 3 months or so, worked with that company, closed a couple of deals. And my model was kind of interesting. It was, from day one, it was based on prospecting, right? And one of the key reasons for that is because I didn't really know any other way to actually generate business. That's number one. And number two, I didn't tell any of my friends or people that I know that I've been in real estate. I was in real estate business. Okay. And the reason I didn't want to tell anyone is because I didn't want to fail in about 4 or 5 months. And they tell me, you know what, I told you so, or you shouldn't be doing this. Everybody's a realtor and not that many people succeed.
Very true.
So that was really kind of my beginning with that company. So far so good.
So when you're getting into the business, I guess my first question I have, because obviously you ran a successful business before you getting into this industry. So what was maybe a business principle or maybe any sort of structure or that you brought in, maybe a business skill potentially that you brought in and you implemented? Okay, if I can do this successfully in my current business, I can bring that to real estate. And I think that gives me a chance to be successful, not just successful, but like you said, treating it like a business.
Well, I think first and foremost, you got to treat business as a business. You got to be disciplined. You got to be focused. And you every day you got to go out there and you got to hustle. You got to generate business. You got to do business development. And that was my thing from day one, is the fact that I didn't have a large Rolodex of people that I knew. Actually, to be honest with you, again, I didn't want to go back to those people because of my concern of possibly failing. So what I did is I picked up the phone and, I made calls. I called the lowest hanging fruits in this business, right? Expireds, canceled, for sale by owners, people that have to sell or want to sell their house.
So you just started hitting the phones right away, day one.
Yeah. The first thing I did, I invested $90 in RedX.
Yep.
Mojo Dialer. Yep. I think it's like over $100, $150.
Yeah, but brilliant.
7, 8, 9 hours a day, I was just pounding the phones. That's what I was doing.
Wow, just trying to set up listings, trying to essentially get appointments.
Yeah, just get the appointments. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, it wasn't like a picnic in the park.
Of course not.
It's probably painful.
It's tough. It's painful, especially in the beginning when you really don't know that much. You don't know the market, But in the first year, I believe I did 16 or 17 transactions, and the majority of those transactions came from for sale by owners, expired, as well as canceled.
Love it. So day one, when you don't know anything. Okay, what are you saying? I'm just curious. What are you saying day one?
What's funny thing is, I actually went in and I think I was checking out some YouTube videos from Mike Ferry.
Yep.
Really?
Mike Ferry, right? I mean, I even downloaded some of his scripts, expired script, canceled script for sale by owner.
I will say his scripts are pretty. They're too scripty.
They're too scripty.
You have to change them and make them your own, but the basics of it are decent.
What is the script, right? The script is just a list of questions or an outline, right? I mean, you can pretty much make it your own at the end of the day if you can just reference to it, during the conversation. But essentially, you want to internalize it, you want to memorize it, you want to learn it, and you want to make it your own.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So it's funny you said, because a lot of times you hear agents say, or successful agents, they say they focused on like 2 or 3 things. I love how and it's just like Russell was talking about just previous on the podcast, or the 2 podcasts ago, was just do it, right? So you chose one thing and you did it 7 to 9 hours a day. So you chose one function that most agents, by the way, are scared of and don't want to do. And you did it probably 30 times better than they did, more consistently. And you did 16 transactions your first year. You see what I'm saying, guys? There's no secret, right? There's no secret beyond making the decision to do it, kind of having the right tools, or at least the being pointed in the right direction on what you should be going for. But I mean, come on, really, there's nothing revolutionary that you did besides hustle. You hustled and you worked your butt off, and like you said, it was painful.
You're absolutely right. I mean, the secret is actually, doing it, right? I mean, you got to do it. You got to get it done, and you got to do it on a consistent basis. I mean, yes, there are, some agents, for instance, will do it, the first week, maybe the second week, and unfortunately just give up. And that has to do not only with prospecting, but also maybe even, doing some marketing and some advertising. You definitely have to keep going and definitely, getting it measured, and hopefully you're going to get the results.
Did you have phone skills or sales skills necessarily on the phone before you made that decision?
No, not really. No,
I mean, your sales skills.
From transportation company, obviously talking to the clients, talking to the event planners and business people in general. That was my background. But it was tough. It was challenging. I mean, it's not, again, like I said, it's not, walk in the park. I mean, you're getting rejected 99.9% of the time.
So how do you deal with the rejection? And then how do you deal with motivating yourself on a day-to-day basis to get up knowing that this isn't going to be fun and continuing on?
Well, number one, you don't take it personally, right? I mean, there's a reason why they're upset. There's a reason why they don't want to talk to you, right? Number two, you gotta be able to motivate yourself, and look at the bigger picture, right? There is a reason why, a lot of successful agents, based on their business on prospecting, for instance, all right? So for me, it was just going every day, pounding the phones, and you know what? Every day, if I improved just a little bit, that made a lot of more sense for me and benefited me.
I like it.
In the long run.
So let's wrap up there, and then tomorrow we'll dive in a little bit further into your business. Alan-Kushmakov back for round 2 tomorrow. Top 1% agent on the planet. 20+ million in
2015.
2 million.
20, I think close to 21 million.
So let's talk tomorrow too. How I know you have some huge goals and aspirations tomorrow, or for this year. But let's talk tomorrow on what your strategies are to try to grow that.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
All right, guys, go out there and get it. Have a great day. Have a great
day.
week.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
Bye,
Byron.
Bye, guys.
So silent.
I know. I don't like to get in the way.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.